Hey guys, how you doing? We are finally moved to Wichita, getting all settled in, and we've been unpacking like crazy and been moving this all this last past week. It has been a little stressful, but we are now getting settled in, and we're so excited what we're doing here. God has really again brought us here to be a part of a church plant and to lead that church plant. We come up with a church name, and God's really given that to us. It's called the 316, a place of grace and truth. And we came up with 316 for two reasons. One, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that whosoever should believe in him shall have everlasting life, a place for whosoever should believe. And then also 316 is also the area code of Wichita. We just wanted to be a place that really represented who Wichita is and the church for that for the city. And so today we just want to take some time to really talk to you about a few things, just one thing in particular, about the subject of making a space. As we were moving in, and we had family helping us move in, and friends help us move, and we had so much stuff, and our house was just like packed with stuff, with boxes and trash bags and furniture of just all types of different stuff. And we were like, how are we going to make a space for all this? It was a question the whole time while we're moving. How are we going to make a space? And you really got to, prioritize. Okay, now you're looking at stuff. This might need to go. This might need to stay. But you really prioritize. Okay, these are the things that matter. And we got to thinking about our lives. That what are the three things that we really need to be purposeful about making a space for? And we came up with three different things. One, being purposeful about making a space for your kids. Two, making a space for each other as spouses and relationships, and also making a space for your faith. So we wanted to talk about that, how you have to be intentional about making a space.
Yeah, as parents to five children, we had our baby one month ago yesterday.
Yay!
It it's challenging for us all because the busyness of life, demands all of us, whether you have children or not, and so big families have just more stuff to juggle. And what we've noticed is that over the last year, we did a really good job at making a space for the kids. Of course, they're part of our day-to-day life, and they naturally demand more space anyway.
As you can see, they're walking through the cameras.
We spend a lot of time with the kids, and it's totally necessary and lots of fun. But we realized that our own making a space for our marriage and ourselves and just getting to connect outside of the kids, we didn't get a lot of that at all. And it's totally okay. We would connect at the end of the night, and we still do. Of course, even that can take, sometimes we're really good at that, and sometimes we just, that even slacks. And so we realize that it really is just as important to make a space for each other. We're constantly in a reevaluation mode, and here we are in Wichita now, a lot of new beginnings, so we want to make a better space for that. And then, of course, even with your faith, it's so important because it really does all balance out. Cameron's really good at taking the top of the morning to have a little devotion period. Me, kind of, with the newborn and, being awake through the night sometimes not. I never know when I'm going to get it. Sometimes I just read a little bit when I'm nursing. Sometimes it's late at night. I don't have as solid of a routine as Cameron does. But what we realize is that we kind of, where one might be really strong, we're kind of lacking in another. So as we reevaluate, we realize we want to make a better space for each other. Even just 1 year later, we can tell that we're needing that, we desire it, and so it's just really important. We want to do the best in all areas as much as we can.
Right. And I think those three areas are a really good balance, and they really kind of all have a string connected together. They're all connected together, and you could really tell that when you're not making a space in one area, you feel lacking, and when one area is high, you'll feel lacking in another, or your spouse will feel lacking, or the kids will feel neglected. And so they all really connect, and you really have to be really intentional about making a space in all three. And what I mean by that is really saying, okay, I got to push aside me. It's my morning devotion time. Okay, I need to make that a priority and to get to connect that time. It might not be the same for you. Or really being with the kids, making sure that is so intentional that you're with the kids, and when you're with them, you're actually present. For me, my brain could be all over different types of things. I'm constantly thinking about everything that's going on. And the kids can tell. So how can you be really present with them when you're with them?
Yeah.
And the same thing with your spouse. Like Stephanie said, we struggle. We had other two things down, but we realized that, we were not connecting. And we realized that we didn't go on very many dates in our first year of marriage.
2.
I know. So how can we be more purposeful about that and about me and her connected? Because again, if we can have the faith, could be great. The time with the kids could be great. But then we could be totally on different pages, and it drives a split. Or likewise, another example is the kids could be great. Everything your kids could be going great, and your relationship could be great. But then you have no strong faith in your faith, and it's really, you leave a crack. And so I think really having a balance in all three of those can really make you effective, and it really just really can bring life to you, a full, complete life, just with you. So yeah.
I was thinking of Psalm 91 because it's a pretty popular psalm. It starts out that he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High will abide underneath the shadow of the Almighty. And the reason that is so important and how it ties into this is because it's something that we have to do daily. If we don't dwell in the secret place with God, then we're not going to get the benefits that come with that. You okay?
She's okay.
Okay, she's all right. So, it's more than just something that sounds good. I know these things sound good, and we probably all heard them a million times. But if we don't constantly dwell in that secret place with God, then we're not going to have the peace that comes with that, the joy that comes with that. And if we don't dwell in balance with each other, and we don't make it a point to come back to that place together, then we're going to lack those benefits with each other as well. There's you have to come back, you have to reevaluate, and you have to constantly it's something you have to do daily. Anything that you don't make a priority, you end up really feeling the effects of, and we want to change that. So we just thought we would talk about how we've kind of not had that balance over the last year, and now we see the big need for it. And we also wanted to share with you about the church. So just be on the lookout for all of that as well. Thank you guys for being patient with us. Our whole first year has been a whirlwind. We had a baby back here in Wichita now after 1 year in Salina, starting the church. There's a lot that we'll be sharing through Facebook and social media coming up very soon, so please be on the lookout for that. And we can't wait to just share with you a lot more information about the church coming soon, okay? Thanks so much for sticking with us, guys. We hope you continue to do so as we get more consistent with this.
Right. Write some comments. Also let us know. Subscribe. And please be patient. And love our kids, too, because it's real life. Thanks for joining us for the journey with the Jacksons. See you guys later.